Everyone. I'm Annette McCoy, and here's Rosemary, Butterworth, and I with you on this wonderful, wonderful morning. Aren't we so fortunate because we're alive? And I think some of us can get a little lost at times, Rosemary, and we forget just how privileged we are to be here.
Can I just ask John to get me one thing? I need my glasses. I can't see. And I had to exit out of some.
Ask John to do that. See, Rosemary, you're very fortunate. You have someone to ask. I'd be saying,
yes.
Excuse me, everybody. I have to go and really get my glasses.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Look, the blessings of life, they're so precious, aren't they? And
they are.
do we sometimes, Rosemary, I'm wondering whether we actually we can take things for granted, or the opposite, we can look at what we haven't got rather than what we've got.
Exactly. And we look at what's wrong with our life, what we want to change, instead of right with our life. Definitely.
Absolutely, yes. I was discussing that yesterday with a friend, and to be able to look at what we have, and as one of my girlfriends says, "Oh well, I've woken up and I'm vertical." And if you're going through a really hard time, well, they're two positives, aren't they?
Yes. I try to come out every morning, and because I feed the birds, I have so many birds here, and the sky was very blue. It was freezing, but the sky was very blue. The sun was shining, and the birds were. I had 6 king parrots, 3 magpies, 30 or more lorikeets all on the deck waiting to be fed. And when I go to the drum to get the feed out, they all get on my back because I'm bending over.
Wow.
Yes, it's a scream, it really is. But it makes me laugh. And I say a prayer to God and the creator of all that is, and I say, thank you for the birds. Thank you, Mother Earth, for all that gives us. Because we forget, don't we, that Mother Earth gives us everything. Our home, our food, our clothing, everything. And so I say, thank you. And then John's piped up and he was standing beside me saying the prayer, and he said, don't forget to thank her for the goldfish. Because the goldfish have spawned, and we've now got about 50 goldfish in our pond, And the cormorant, I must admit, she's having a nice time coming in. We do chase her away, but she gets a little fish before she goes.
Well, and sometimes we have to remember the food chain, don't we? Even though it, we don't like to think that our goldfish are being taken, but then that's what a cormorant needs to look for.
That's what John said. Well, there's her breakfast, sort of thing. But talking about food, I was having a session with somebody, I think yesterday, the day before, and I'd always known the importance of eating a rainbow. I used to say to the children or the grandchildren, eat a rainbow every day if you can, as much as you can of the rainbow. So I'd say, see, you've got oranges, you've got apples are red, or strawberries, or green lettuce, eat a rainbow. And then in the client session, I said, oh my God, I hadn't thought about that. When you eat, because I told her she had to eat more oranges, and she said, why? I said, I don't know, that was the guidance that just came in. Oh my God, it's energizing your second chakra. Every time you intentionally eat a colour, that colour energizes that chakra. So she was very run down. She's 22 and she was studying to be a doctor and studying very hard. And I said, your base chakra is very low and in energy. And so but I said, eat oranges particularly. That will help your creativity and help you study, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I hadn't put the two together, that actually if you intentionally eat a colour, it will energise that chakra.
Well, thank you.
So
I
that was
make
very,
sure I have carrots
yes,
every day. Mm.
yes. And I mean, I always have a salad for lunch. There's
Yes.
lettuce, tomato, cucumber, capsicum or whatever, you know. Cheese is yellow. Look at all of the colours that we eat. It's just wonderful. And
Thank you for the reminder.
it's very important that we let go of the stress. And that was what we wanted to talk about today, didn't we?
We did. Mm-hmm.
And to notice the stress. When we think of, which we do, of what's wrong with our life, you know, oh, I don't want to have that pain in my shoulder. Oh, no, I don't want to have that pain in my arm. If we're thinking about what's wrong with our life, we cause stress in our bodies. It's negative energy we're putting into the cells of our body. So we need to ask the angels to let it go. Then I was asleep the other night, and was just so important to me. And while I was asleep, I got reminded of Theta Healing. I'm holding up the book,
Mm-hmm.
Theta Healing by Viana Stibel. And I'd done Theta Healing course, as many of us have done different courses over the years, haven't we? Energy healing.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's prior tuning of cells, whether it's kinesiology, whatever it is. And I'd done it, 2011, I think I studied that. But I don't use it.
Right. I can say the same thing. Thank you for reminding me.
So we learn that and we use it for a little while, then it just sort of gets put behind us.
Mm.
So I got out a book and I started to flick through it again, and I got out all my practitioner's notes. And what she said was just amazing. She was saying that you have to go up to theta, and this is where I want to take people in the meditation, to heal, because at theta consciousness, you can connect to the God force, the creator of all that is. She said she has a way, you know, just go out the top of your head. And I've been doing that. And last night, I've got a lot of arthritis and things at my age, and 2 torn tendons in my shoulder. And I was in pain. And I thought, all right, all I've got to do is go out the top of my head and ask the creator of all that is to take away the pain. He did. Went to sleep. But we've got to change. What are we normally thinking? Is it alpha? There's alpha, beta, delta.
Alpha, we're normally in beta.
That's what I thought. You can't heal yourself in beta. And put it another way, I always said you've got to get out of the third dimension.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine beta is the third dimension. You've got to get up to higher, to theta, and you can change anything. Because what she's saying is at theta, you're talking with God. And
Talking
ask
with
God, or the creator of all that is, she calls the creator of all that is. And then you can ask, and it's done. Now, she did this. Her story goes, do you know her story at all? She went to the
refresh
doctors.
my memory, because I have a feeling I have that book.
Yes. We've all got these books, different
Yes.
books. Light Emerge.
I've got yours too, Rosemary.
And we forget that people have gone before us to teach us, to help us, you know. And I haven't read this book since 2011. So I got it out again and I read what happened to her. She went to the doctors, her leg was shrinking, and she had cancer in her femur on her leg, FEMUR,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the doctor said the only thing to do is to operate and, take your leg off, move your leg. And she said, oh, no, thanks. And it had shrunk 3 inches by then with the cancer. It had eaten it away. So she was very upset, but she went and she was an energy healer anyway. And she was healing other people, at that stage. And she went on different diets and different things. She tried a lot. Then one day she got her mind up to theta. And she said, oh, creator of all that is, please heal my leg. And it's got the exact word. It's in the book that she used. And instantly, in the same instant, her leg grew 3 inches.
Wow.
And cancer went. She went back to the doctors, of course, and no, that can't happen. But anyway, it did happen.
It did.
And she's never had cancer since. And it's just been a miracle. So then she started teaching method of theta healing, so everybody could practice it, enjoy it, and have good health. So it's a wonderful story. We don't have to have disease in our body.
We don't.
But if you notice that you are stressed, please, you've got different methods you can use. I say it sometimes to the angels. Here's my stress, take it away. Don't leave it in your body, So, yes, that's my story.
Oh, well, good. Well, Julie Kiss has joined us. Julie is a regular on here. And Julie says she's trying to heal her broken left arm, the humerus bone, and I'm not quite sure what she's written there. She's very pleased to hear us, and I get the sense, Rosemary, Julie has tuned in, as others will have, for a very good reason today. Sometimes we don't realise why we're being led somewhere, and and Anayah has joined us.
Hi, Anayah.
She's so pleased to see you. And I must say, Anayah had an amazing day yesterday. She started reading her book, what the angel code and what the messages that have been whispered to her. Well, she has now read them on audio. So that down the track, we're going to be able to listen to Anayah sharing those messages with us, as well as reading them in the book. I feel very honoured, Rosemary. You are an author, amongst other things. Anayah is an author. Marnie is an author.
There's my book.
And there's Rosemary's book. Yes. It's those are tools as well. We've got to use them. Right, Rosemary. We have so many tools.
Yes.
And Julie, I hope if you haven't heard of theta healing, that's THETA, before, you might like to Google that. Rosemary, would you like to put up that particular book? I know I did theta healing with another person. So there are, and I know that to Beth, who used to be with Angel Heart Radio, she has done theta healing too, and she's in on the Sunshine Coast.
Right. Well, Mark Anthony was who taught me theta healing in Sydney, and I think he's still teaching theta healing, Mark Anthony. And there's some very good teachers around, as you say, Annette. And but nobody should learn it. We should practice it.
Well, that's exactly right. To go to someone who can help you. And of course, Rosemary, with Zoom, aren't we so fortunate? I mean, if Julie wanted to, she could reach out to you.
Yes. Yes. I love to do sessions on the phone. So all she'd have to do is to ring me on my phone, 0414 941 543. And I make a time with them, and I usually spend about an hour with them on the phone. And it's incredible because I can get into a different state of consciousness on the phone too, and I can read their bodies where with Julie, it's what was in her body to cause the break. You know, she might have fallen or things like that, but is she playing victim? I played victim for many, many years, you know, oh, poor Rosemary. And I would do things, people would say, oh, poor Rosemary. So we have to have cleared out of our body the thought patterns that are behind it, you know, and things like that. And I see in people's bodies, sometimes they don't like themselves. And, oh gosh, I was stupid, I shouldn't have done that. And these thoughts stay usually in their solar plexus, and they can cause irritation there. And eventually it can lead to trouble in their solar plexus, their tummy or their intestines and things like that. So God has granted me a gift that I can help them. I work with the angels then to clear it. And it's been really successful, you know. So people are welcome to ring me to make an appointment time, and I'll do that. So I love it, because I had to laugh when I wasn't well last week. At 85, you have these days. I said to God, I said to Sai Baba, actually, he's my Lord Master. I said, Sai Baba, I think it's time now I went. And there was this, in my imagination, there was this enormous laugh, you know, ha 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 ha, you've got too much work to do yet. You can't go, no. So I'm still here.
I'm so pleased about that, Rosemary.
Good.
And Anayah is too. She is saying that you are such a blessing, as
thank you,
I.
Anayah.
Well, we're all blessings. We're here, Anayah,
yes.
because of you. So
yes.
Gratitude.
My word. Thank you very much, Anayah. Yes.
And
so,
Anayah is very pleased about that tool too. See, we are so blessed. We have so many. And it's interesting that you had forgotten about that particular book, Rosemary, because recently I had this really hacking cough. And it was another dear friend, Maz Barnes, who sent me a little clip of an American doctor who is 102 years old. And she was talking about how disease starts. And it was like, I had in a cigars book, I've got 2 copies of it actually, one that I lend out. They were on my bookshelf. Had I referred to them? Had I gone deep within me to go, okay, what's this cough about? No, I put up with it for weeks. So crazy.
Yes. So what did Inna Segal say about it? Did you look it up?
Well, can be something on the chest. There was she has quite a few reasons for that. And when I read Inna's book, or even Helen Bellows, she has a much shorter version, it might only be one of those phrases, but it's like, that's me.
That's me.
It doesn't have to be the whole lot. And it's like, okay. And it is interesting, because once I started paying attention to what was on my mind and on my chest, that hacking cough went.
Honestly, I say in my book, to begin with, don't believe a word your mind tells you. Not a single word, you know, because it'll only tell you what's wrong with the world. It's like the newspapers. They only tell you what's wrong with the world. They don't tell you what's right with the world, or how to release what's wrong with the world. They just tell you what's wrong. So don't believe a word what's wrong. Don't believe a word your mind tells you. And in my book, I just give you little steps to let go of that. And it's so important. You know, I say your mind is like a radio station. Change the station.
That's right. We don't put up with rubbish on the TV. We'll flick the station. So
That's right. Yes.
a timely reminder.
Yes, that's exactly how it is. Yes. Change the radio station. Yes.
Well, Rosemary, I know that you're very keen to lead a meditation, as you always do. We're very fortunate not only to have you, but we also your beautiful meditations on these programs. So are
We
you?
shall begin. Julie, if you're still with us, I want you to hear this meditation, and I'm going to take you up higher to theta. And the first thing we need to do when we begin to meditate is to get comfortable. Feel our feet on the floor, our body on the chair, the clothes on the skin, and listen. Notice when we connect to our senses, the mind stops its chatter. Then take a deep breath, breathing in. And let go all the thoughts we've had today. And I ask Archangel Gabriel to be here now, to collect these thoughts, to create a space around us. We ask Archangel Michael to be here now to protect us from negative energy while we meditate. Thank you. I acknowledge Sai Baba, Holy Mother Mary, Lord Jesus, Buddha Kuan Yin, and thank them for their help, their guidance. Guide us in this meditation. Thank you. And may Julie's broken arm heal. So, just breathing now. Breathing in, breathing out. Feeling your hands in your lap, perhaps, and your feet on the floor. Expand your awareness to the whole room or place where you're in. Now let your awareness or consciousness expand even more and go outside the building or the place where you sit. Let it rise higher and higher, expanding into the tops of the trees, higher and higher now, into the clouds, beautiful, soft, white clouds in the sky. You feel lighter, so much lighter as you drift upward. drifting, relaxed, just allowing your consciousness to get higher and higher. And now you're out in the universe, amongst the stars. It's so beautiful. There's the Pleiades, Andromeda, so many of the stars, so many colors out here. I can see greens and pinks, bright violets, beautiful shades of color. And still we rise even higher. Now we're going higher as we break through the universe and out in space. It's endless. It's amazing. We're out in space, past the universe. So many other light beings here. Shining their light. Some are like crystals. Beautiful. The harmony, the peace, beauty. You feel it. Your consciousness feels it. It's wonderful. And there's a knowing arising in you. It's here. You can talk to the creator of all that is. And you make a prayer. O creator of all that is, please keep me safe. Please keep me well. Please look after my family and friends. And if there's any particular thing you need, say it now to the Creator, all that is. O Creator of all that is, I need. For me, it's good health, so I can help more people. Feel one with the energy here. Feel one with the energy. Julie, feel your arm mending, being healed. Thank you, Creator of all that is. It is done. It is done. It is done. Now, it's time to go back to descend very slowly, coming back down. Into the universe. We're going through the colors. stars past stars. We're going very close to the Pleiades. It's wonderful energy. As we come back down, slowly descending, we see the earth now, beautiful earth. And our hearts swell with love and gratitude for the earth, for everything she gives us. As we come back down, down, gently back to our bodies, and let your consciousness fill every cell of your body, strengthening it with the Creator's love that you've brought back with you. Feeling wonderful. Feels so good. And as you sit there, you might like to think of friends and family that need some of this love. They might be going through difficult times. So with so much love from the Creator, your heart is so big when you send love to them. In the form, I'm being told, of golden light. Oh, this golden light is coming from your heart, from the Creator's love, flowing out around you into the room, and then to the friends and family you're sending it to. Filling your home with love and gratitude for all that you have, all that's been given to you this day. You and the Creator at the moment are one love, sitting in the room, in the midst of this golden light. Let it flow through you, out your feet and into the earth. Let it fill your rooms, the walls of your rooms, place where you are. Let it go into trees, plants. It's just spreading everywhere, this love. At this moment, I feel you are doing Sai Baba's wish to love all, serve all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gently taking your time, grounding yourself, making sure you're grounded, feeling your feet on the floor. Come back into room consciousness, slowly. Knowing you are surrounded in golden light and the Creator's love. Thank you. Coming back, wriggling your fingers. Open your eyes when you're ready.
Oh, Rosemary. Beautiful. And the wonderful thing is we will have that. People can go back and revisit by checking out the video on Angel Heart Radio, even fast forward and simply partake in that meditation again and again and again. And
I
of
do
course,
hope it helps.
sorry.
I do hope it helps those that
Oh,
are in pain or need it. Yes.
and I would also like to remind people that on YouTube, am I right, Michael's Messenger? Is that on YouTube you have other
I don't know if it's working, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
oh right.
I do have. What I can do is I can give you the link to it, and I do have other meditations on Michael's Messenger, but just to dial Michael's Messenger, you can't get into it. I don't think.
All right.
So I don't know why.
Right, if we went to YouTube and put in Rosemary Butterworth, that would be worth a try.
Yes, yes, you could do that.
Because that's where there are beautiful, beautiful meditations. Oh. Wow, Rosemary. You always have words of wisdom, and it always seems appropriate for the time.
Well, it just, I never know what I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I just open up and ask for the guidance, and that's what came in. With theta healing, I dreamt it, a few days ago. And I thought, oh gosh, why am I dreaming this? I think it was spirit getting tired of trying to tell me to go to the bookcase and get it out.
I'm sure it was.
That I had to dream it, It was quite funny, yes. So, but we do have to follow our intuition, don't we?
Yes. And to be aware that those little messages, those little prods we get, to listen to them. I've learned if I choose to ignore, I'm always sorry because I've missed an opportunity to do something.
Yes. Definitely.
Well, I'm just wondering whether other people have comments to make about that.
I'd love it if they have.
And I didn't say at the beginning of the show that like I normally do, that if you want to make comments, you go onto the Angel Heart Radio Facebook page. And of course, that's where you will see this video whenever you want to watch it, or any of the shows that have been done via Facebook. They're there. It's amazing the opportunities that we have. I would also like to say at this point that we need to remember that these shows should never replace your legal, medical, nor professional advice, nor your own sound judgment.
Very true.
We have our own intuition, and what's right for me isn't necessarily the same fit for somebody else. And it's really important to know what suits us. It's a bit like, Rosemary, isn't it? If we go and choose a garment, what I will choose will be different to what you choose. However, we both look beautiful in whatever we're wearing. So it's the same with our thoughts.
Yes, that's a very
Yeah.
good description. Yes, yes, definitely. In my sessions, I always say, oh, don't believe a word I'm saying at the moment because this isn't the guidance. This is just my opinion. Sometimes, you know, the guidance will come in, I'll give that. But then I might want to add something, you know.
Mhm.
And I say, no, wait a minute, I'm just adding something. This is only my opinion. Don't believe a word of it, you know. You don't have to believe a word of it.
You
Sort of
don't
thing.
have to. Yes,
Yes,
that's right.
yes,
If
yes.
it fits, if it makes sense, great.
That's right.
Follow it.
Yes, that's right. Yes. So I would love to hear from some of the people on Angel Heart Radio, if they would like to. They can email me at rosemary@rosemarybutterworth.com.au. Okay, and I will email you back and invite you, if you would like to ring me. Okay, that would be lovely.
Wonderful. I'm just about going to put that in the chat. Rosemary at Rosemary Butterworth. It's very easy to remember, isn't it?
Yes.
Butterworth.com. Now, do you have the, sorry,
.com.au.
yes, that AU is very important. Whether you put it in or whether you don't, results in either something getting there or not. So most important. Rosemary, thank you, as I also thank the people who have chosen to watch this show, whether it be live at the moment or down the track. We appreciate your support, and I know, Rosemary, either of us would love to hear from you.
Yes.
In the meantime, may you make the most of every day and use the tools that you have to help you be the best that you possibly can be.
Yes.
Have fun, feel the joy, see the joy in every day.
And don't let your mind tell you what's wrong with the day. Let it find what's right. Stop the stress. Yes. Stop
Indeed.
stressing.
Thank you, Rosemary. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Blessings, everybody. Thank you.